Hello everybody and welcome back to another Walking Dead The Ones Who Live video, and today I'll be talking about the teaser trailer that we got. This is not a full-on trailer. I really hoped we would get a full-on trailer with the ending of Fear, but it looks like no, we just got another 30-second clip. But this one's a little different to the others, as it's more about the actors talking about them returning to these roles and talking about the show, and we don't see as much. But what we do see is quite interesting. This little teaser trailer opens up with Rick looking down at Michonne sketched onto an iPhone. And is this the same iPhone that Michonne later gets? So does this mean that we're going to see Rick during his entire stay at this CRM? So we're going to get some multiple timelines maybe. Unless Rick's gone and sketched her again onto a new iPhone. But I definitely think this iPhone is meant to show that we are going to see Rick throughout his stay at the CRM, and it's not going to be we're picking up Rick a decade later with Michonne going out to go and find him, and that's nice. I like that idea. With Michonne, we do see some interesting fights, but one important thing with Michonne is that we see that she's still with the characters that she met in a final episode of The Walking Dead. She's still with those two guys that she helped meet up that community. So are we going to see a lot more of where that traveling community went? Is Michonne, are we going to pick up with her right after the ending of Season 10, Episode 13? Or has she been travelling with that group for a while? But it's very cool. I was not expecting to see those random characters that we met in one scene at the end of Episode 13 of Season 10 again in this show. So I hope they're going to add something and they're not just there to be like, okay, we have them, blah, let's move on with Michonne, because they're only in one shot, and we see Michonne's alone a lot of the time. She sees, you get some amazing shots with Michonne looking at a destroyed boat saying Safe Harbor. So the budget is looking amazing. But one thing in this that I want to talk about is that we don't actually see Rick's hand, and this solidifies my theory that Rick's lost his left hand. In this trailer, we have them showing us Rick doing things, but it is very obvious that they're hiding his left hand. We see Rick waking up with his right hand only on screen. We see him killing a walker, but instead of holding the thing with two hands that he used at the end of The Walking Dead, that spear thing, or that Xylus used, he's holding it and he's using his left arm to steady it to kill the walkers, and we don't see his left hand. And this is definitely adding to my belief Rick's lost his left hand very early on, and I believe we're probably not going to see it, and if we do see it, it's going to be in a flashback. We do actually see Major General Beale, which is very, very cool. He looks very menacing, and he's holding the sword. Maybe that shot of Major General Beale is the moment where Rick loses his hand, because I definitely believe there's going to be some sort of timeline, jumping in this 6 episodes. But outside of that, this trailer does not give us much more other than showing us that, yes, Rick is definitely being punished. We do see more shots of Rick in this woods, red lights, and he goes out and kills those walkers. And we also see some new characters here and there in the CRM and this big factory. I definitely do believe that what Jay has said is still going to be relevant. He was an asset, but he kept annoying the CRM, so they cut off his hand. And now he's being punished like Xylus was, and he's sent to this factory to work every day to kill off walkers. That is my theory of where we are at with Rick Grimes at this moment. I do have to also say, this trailer makes the show look so good. And it just looks so cinematic. The budget just looks so high for these 6 episodes. And that is amazing. Even though it's not a movie anymore, it still does feel like a movie with how this show is shaping up and looking, which is absolutely amazing. But the main premise of this trailer is to hammer home that this is a love story, with the actors for Rick and Michonne Gurira and Andrew Lincoln just hyping up that this is going to be this big event, and this is going to give us a lot of answers, and that this is just a big love story between those two characters, which is quite nice. And the final thing this teaser trailer gives us is a release date, the 25th of February 2024. And it's just really nice to have a nice solidified date now. We know when to expect this, and it's not too long of a way. It's only about 3-4 months now. But please tell me down below, what did you think about this teaser trailer? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What are your theories? Do you agree with me that they are definitely hiding Rick's left hand, and Rick is definitely missing a hand? Do you think there's going to be some timeline things like I do? I'd like to know all your thoughts about The Ones Who Live down below. And when do you think the actual trailer is going to come out? I'm thinking we're going to get it in maybe January For some reason, they're only giving out trailers a month before these shows come out, so I'm thinking January is when we're going to expect the actual trailer. And this is the last Walking Dead content we're going to get this year. But this is it for me today, so goodbye, peace out, and I'll see you in my next video.